Luna, vente.
Luna, sube. Sube.
Hey everybody, good afternoon, buenas tardes, bon pomeriggio, bon après-midi, annyeonghaseyo. Welcome back to the vlog. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's little tidbits of our outing. We're obviously on our way to do a little hiking with the doggies. Got some new sneakers. Woohoo! Look at that. Say hi, honey.
Hello.
Stay. Muy bien. Vente. Luna is my guide dog. She helps me up the mountain. Me encanta. Está lista. Well, the power is out. Surprise, surprise. As you can hear, everybody's outside now. Children are riding their bikes, scooters, electric scooters, skateboards. Whew. My sister-in-law was also here a couple minutes ago. She just left. She brought my husband some upside down pineapple cake. Yeah. And she caught us doing this. We finally have some lights in the backyard. Don't know when we're going to be leaving this home, but at least we won't be in the dark anymore. I'm not complaining about the power outage though. There are a lot of people who are, because apparently their power goes out, I don't know, maybe once a week or something like that. This is the second time it's happened this month, I think. So I'm not even complaining. It's also only been a couple of minutes. Back in Puerto Rico, we used to lose power a couple times a week for over an hour. So I guess perspective, experience, it's all relative, however you want to look at it. Since I can't use my computer, have no internet, obviously the TV doesn't work, and the house is pretty dark, as you can tell. I'm just going to sit out here as long as we have some daylight, and if the power doesn't come back and it's super late, I guess we're going to light some candles and just play it old school tonight. I also got to save my battery on my phone because I can't charge it. We do have an external battery, which are some things you should really invest in, especially if you live in Puerto Rico with everything that happened with Maria and the earthquakes. You got to have solar panels, external batteries, backup batteries, things like that. Obviously, you have generators. A lot of people have generators now, but they're definitely good things to have for things like today. I just don't want to use it if I don't really need it. So I'm not going to be recording too much right now. I'll see you guys hopefully in a couple of minutes that the power will come back. Well, it doesn't look like the power is coming back anytime soon. I was over here trying to catch up on some linguistic stuff that I'm reading for some friends, plural, and got a little chilly as well. So my husband is pulling out the little grill. Thank you to my best friend. Yes, we're still using this one. I'm gonna pull out some burgers from the freezer and just have a little tiny barbecue because obviously the power is not back. Look, our tank is off. It's on the emergency pump right now, and we're hoping it comes back soon because obviously the fridge won't last that long, and the fish, we got quite a couple $100 in fish in there we cannot lose. So hopefully this will all be over soon. Gotta use the light on my phone to look in the freezer, so I'll see you later. My husband turned on the grill. Oh, where is it? Right there. Hang on. Oop, there it is. So he's got a fire going for the grill, and That happened.
Immediately. One behind the other.
We called the power with the fire of the, I don't even know how to say that properly. The power of fire. We called the power back with the
A bit of power.
what I'm trying to say is like when Native Americans used to do rain dances for rain, we kind of called the power back by turning on the fire outside, if that made sense. But anyway, we're still gonna use that fire. We're not gonna waste that charcoal. So we're gonna make our burgers and come back inside.
I don't know.
We just got a few more packages today. We actually got this in Amazon, but this was very interesting. We don't know if this was on purpose or like they just grabbed it and it tore there, but yeah, it arrived like that. So excited for our little toaster oven. Check it out. We upgraded from this, which was a present, a housewarming present from when I moved out of my parents' home into my own apartment 6 years ago. Yep. To this. My husband is so happy. He can't contain it. Look at that. Look at that. He picked it out. He is in love with it. Can't wait to try it. Check it out. The problem with this one was it would have kept going for longer. It still works. The problem was that in our move, you see here, this cracked. So without the timer, none of these other options work. We were only making toast and heating things with toast. It's the only thing that would work, that and the time, but we couldn't do anything without the timer. It broke in the move. You guys know that my business has been a little bit on a halt because my printer crept out on us. And actually, I want to give a shout out to all the friends who've been helping me print out my shipping labels. Without you, I'd have no business. So thank you. And I also have a friend who offered to lend me her entire printer. I just didn't want to do that. It was like too much. But anywho, we got the part that is damaged and hopefully it'll work. This is actually a Hewlett-Packard part that is no longer in, how do you say it? It's no longer manufactured. That's how you say it. I was thinking in Spanish, it wasn't coming out right. Now that we have it, we're gonna see if this will solve everything. I'm really impressed too. We got this, did you get this off Amazon? My husband got this off Amazon and we thought we were just getting the part. It actually came with cartridges. We don't know if it's actually going to be like a full cartridge of ink or probably just a little bit of ink so we can test the part, but nevertheless, got some ink. Let's see if it'll work. It sounds like they're full and they're actually kind of heavy. Just waiting for my printer to turn on. It goes a little nuts because obviously it has a damaged part, so it doesn't know what to do. If you don't do this already, I have a little tip for you. I put a little post-it on the inside of the printer where I put when I installed each ink cartridge. That way I know how long they actually last. We've been purchasing for the longest time the XL cartridges, which are supposed to yield more pages. And I know for a fact that they last a little bit over a year. I'm pulling out the whole part. This is the part that got damaged. And we reordered it. It's a little different, doesn't it? Not exactly the same. I'm gonna take out the ink that was already in here. Be careful when doing this. There we go. New part going in. Fingers crossed. Says to turn off and back on again. Well, this is going to take forever. I'll turn the camera back on a little bit. It's finally done. It actually took so long. I had time to get a mailing box for one of my customer orders, put the product inside, put the packing peanuts inside, weigh it to get the shipping label, and then it was done. It actually scared me a little bit, so if you guys are doing the same thing, like you're getting a new part for your printer, or I don't know, just you're having some ink issues or whatever, just wanted to let you know this is the first page it printed out. This is supposed to be the alignment of the print head, and obviously it wasn't perfect. So we went ahead and did a, I think it was clean the print head or clear the print head, and then this came out, which my heart sank when I saw this because I thought, oh my gosh, $100 and something for that part plus ink that we weren't expecting, and it's not working. So my husband said, no. I saw some reviews where people were printing 5 and 6 test pages because it takes time for the new, I think this is the print head, to lock in right or align, or for the bladders of the print head to fill up properly or whatever. So I did a 3rd page and then it came out perfect. I mean, this is perfect. So I'm very satisfied. I finally get to print out my own shipping labels again, work on those gift tags for Father's Day sales, and oh, it's just such a relief to have my printer back. You may also be wondering, why didn't we just buy a new printer, which I think probably 3 or 4 people have already told us when we tell them, oh, our printer broke. Because this is, hang on, Office Jet Pro 8600. I've had this probably 10 years? I don't even know. I wasn't even married. I was still living in my parents' house when I got this. So at the time, my mom was teaching, I was teaching. We needed something that was going to print out a lot of pages. And again, which is why we got the XL ink. We used to print out a lot of worksheets. So we needed something that was going to be all in one. So this is a fax, a printer, a copier, a scanner. It also has the 2-sided printing. So it has a little loop on the back so the paper can just do the thing itself. It also has double-sided scanning, so you don't have to flip the pages and then have to open and close this part. And there's a lot that goes into this. At the time, I don't remember how much we got it for, but right now we were trying to get the same printer because it's just fantastic. I love this printer. Not sponsored, by the way. And when my husband was looking for it, he found like one secondhand at around $1,000, something ridiculous. HP does not make this anymore. And honestly, there were no printers that compared to this one. It's also wireless. You can connect to the internet through here on this touch screen. You can connect to the internet. So yeah, I'm not giving up this printer. If I could have just ordered this part for $100 something and saved this wonderful gift that my parents got me many years ago, I'm saving this. We haven't done this practically since we moved here, so it's been a little over a year since we've done this, but I'm waiting in the car for him to finish something at work. I needed the car to drop off those packages at the post office before they closed at 4, and he had to be at work at 4 to sign something. Then we're gonna go back home and he's gonna leave again because he has to do something at 8. His work's, I'm telling you, he doesn't have a schedule. He just works whenever he needs to go to work. So we try to make the best of it, but having one car, it hasn't been this tricky in a long time, especially when he deploys. All the time in the world is mine, the car is mine, so I just move freely. But when things like this happen where I need to be there before 4 and he had to be at work at 4, like, well, let's just go together and I'll wait in the car for you to finish and then take off. I told you he was going into work at 8 tonight and he's on his way. I know it's something fast, but I'm still having you outside of the house. And Luna's all sad that he's leaving. Aww. Vente, Luna. Vámonos con papá. Vamos. Lali, tú no vas con papá. Lali, stay. Bye, Bunny. ¿Qué pasó, Luna? Él viene ahorita. Today is a doctor's appointment and not one that I can do by teleconsult because it is my hair loss follow-up. Unlike my other doctor's appointments, this is not a doctor's office, this is at a hospital. Oh boy, do I have information for you! Wow! And you can tell that my makeup is off, my hair is up, and that's because I was crying. Now,